Every single moment you are making decisions, small ones, big ones, but they all matter because each decision you make is shaping the person you become and the life you're living. This is the truth that most people overlook, but it's the secret that can change everything for you. Look at your life right now. Everything about it, your relationships, your career, your health, your happiness has been determined by the decisions you've made up to this point. Yes, it's true. Your past decisions have led you to where you are today. And that means that the most important skill you can develop to improve your life, starting right now, is the ability to make powerful, informed decisions. You see, it's not about waiting for the right moment, the perfect conditions, or some magical sign. The secret is in the choices you make. What you decide today, in this very instant, is what determines who you'll be tomorrow. There's no magic, there's no luck, there's only choice. But here's the thing, most people don't realize that they have complete control over the decisions they make. They let fear, doubt, or their circumstances dictate their choices. They wait for someone else to tell them what to do. But I want you to understand something critical today. You are the one who decides. You have the power to choose what happens next. And when you realize that, when you own that truth, everything changes. Let me give you an example. Think about where you are in life right now. Do you like it? If not, ask yourself, what decisions have you made that got you here? Maybe it was staying in a job you hate. Maybe it was putting off starting that business you've always dreamed of. Maybe it was letting someone else's opinion dictate your actions. But guess what? It's not too late to change, because the same way you got here through decisions, you can get out, and you can build the life you want starting today. If you want to transform your life, it begins with making different decisions, better decisions, decisions that are aligned with your vision for your future. It's about choosing to break free from your old patterns, your old habits, your old way of thinking. And it's about making a commitment to take action no matter how scary it might feel. When you make a decision, don't just think about it, commit to it. When you commit to something with everything you've got, that's when the universe starts to move in your favor. That's when you start to see the results. But it's not just about one decision, it's about making decisions consistently, every single day. Every small action you take, every step you make toward your goal is a decision that compounds over time, building momentum. And yes, you'll make mistakes, we all do. But don't let that stop you. Don't let failure make you doubt yourself. The key is to learn from it. The most successful people are the ones who've fallen the hardest, but kept getting back up. They've learned that mistakes are just stepping stones toward mastery. Every time you fail, you learn, you grow, and you get better. What I want you to remember today is this: your future is created by your present decisions. What you choose right now determines the quality of your tomorrow. So choose with intention, choose with belief, choose with power. The moment you realize that the ability to choose is the most important skill for improving your life, everything begins to shift. Don't wait for things to change. Decide to change, decide to take control, and then take action every day. Because in the end, it's your choices that will define you. The power of decision is the most transformative force in your life. In every moment, you are confronted with choices big and small that shape the course of your life. What many people don't realize is that every decision, no matter how seemingly insignificant, has the potential to dramatically alter your path. The power to decide is not just about choosing between two options, it's about choosing the direction of your life, the person you want to become, and the legacy you want to leave behind. When you make a decision, you are asserting control over your future. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment or hoping for things to change. It's about taking full responsibility for your life and your outcomes. The moment you decide to take action, regardless of the circumstances, you start moving toward your goals. It's a conscious act of creating your destiny. Too often, people allow fear, uncertainty, or other people's opinions to make their decisions for them. But when you take the reins and decide for yourself, you unlock a powerful force within you. Decision creates momentum. When you make one decision, it leads to another and another until you're moving towards something greater than you imagined. The power of decision is freedom, the freedom to choose your own path, your own success, and your own happiness. It's the understanding that you have the power within you to create the life you desire. Your current life is not just a series of random events or a product of circumstances beyond your control. It is the direct result of the decisions you've made up to this point. Every choice, big or small, has had an impact shaping the person you are today and the life you are living. Whether it's the relationships you have, the career you've built, or the health you maintain, each of these aspects was influenced by decisions you made in the past. Think about your current situation. Are you where you want to be? If not, it's important to look back and recognize the decisions that led you here. Maybe it was the decision to stay in a job that didn't fulfill you, to avoid difficult conversations, or to put off your dreams for later. Perhaps it was the choice to prioritize comfort over growth, or to remain in toxic situations because it was easier than making a change. Whatever it was, those decisions contributed to the reality you are living today. The good news is that because your life is a result of past decisions, it can also be shaped by the decisions you make moving forward. If you're not satisfied with where you are, it's time to take full responsibility for where you've ended up and commit to making better choices today. The power is in your hands to create the future you desire, one decision at a time. Taking responsibility means acknowledging that you are the creator of your own life. It's easy to fall into the trap of blaming external factors, other people, circumstances, or even bad luck when things aren't going well. But when you take full responsibility for your life, you free yourself from the victim mindset and empower yourself to make meaningful change. Responsibility is about owning your decisions and their consequences, both the good and the bad. It's about recognizing that no matter what happened to you, your response to it is what truly matters. You may not have control over every event in your life, but you always have control over how you choose to react. When you accept responsibility, you stop giving away your power. You realize that you can create a new path, even if you've made mistakes in the past. By taking responsibility, you also take control over your future. This means acknowledging the role your decisions have played in your current situation and committing to make new, better decisions moving forward. When you take responsibility, you stop blaming the world around you and instead focus on what you can do to improve your circumstances. It's about shifting from a place of helplessness to one of empowerment. True transformation begins the moment you embrace this principle. It's about accepting that you are the author of your story, and that each choice you make from this point forward can lead you to a better, more fulfilling life. The ability to choose is, without a doubt, one of the most powerful forces in your life. It's the superpower that sets you apart from every other living being, the power to shape your destiny. Every moment you are faced with choices, and each one has the potential to move you closer to or farther from the life you want. It's not external circumstances that define your future, it's your decisions. The choices you make today create the opportunities and challenges you will face tomorrow. What makes this power so extraordinary is that, unlike many things in life, it is completely within your control. You may not control everything that happens around you, but you always control how you respond to those things. Every decision you make, no matter how small, is a reflection of your mindset, your values, and your priorities. It's in your hands to choose how you react to setbacks, how you move toward your goals, and how you create the life you dream of. Choosing is not just about picking between options, it's about taking ownership of your life. It's about making intentional, decisive actions rather than passively reacting to the world around you. The more consciously you choose, the more power you wield. And the beauty of it is, the more you use your ability to choose, the stronger and clearer it becomes. You are not at the mercy of life's randomness. Your choices are your true source of power. Fear and doubt are often seen as barriers, obstacles to success that should be avoided at all costs. But in reality, they are natural parts of the growth process, and embracing them is essential for progress. Fear is not something that should hold you back. It's a signal that you're stepping outside of your comfort zone and venturing into new territory. It's a sign that you are challenging yourself and expanding your limits. The key is not to eliminate fear, but to face it head on and use it as fuel for your journey. Doubt, too, is a part of the process. It's a natural response to the unknown, but it doesn't have to paralyze you. Instead of allowing doubt to stop you in your tracks, use it as an opportunity to examine your beliefs and test your commitment. Doubt forces you to question and reassess, which can help you sharpen your focus and strengthen your resolve. When you push through doubt, you come out the other side stronger, more confident and more capable. Embracing fear and doubt means accepting that they are not signs of weakness, but indicators of growth. They show that you are on the verge of something bigger, something transformative. The most successful people in the world are not those who have eliminated fear and doubt from their lives, but those who have learned to move forward despite them. When you embrace these emotions instead of avoiding them, you tap into an incredible source of personal power and resilience. Commitment is the foundation of success. It's the unwavering dedication to a goal or vision, regardless of the obstacles or challenges that arise along the way. Without commitment, your dreams remain just that, dreams. They never transform into reality. Commitment is what transforms a mere desire into an action plan. It's the fuel that keeps you moving forward when things get tough and the world seems to be pushing against you. The importance of commitment lies in its ability to create consistency. It's easy to start something. Many people start projects, set goals, or make plans. But what truly separates those who succeed from those who don't is their ability to stay committed when the initial excitement fades and the grind sets in. Commitment means showing up every day, even when the results aren't immediately visible or when the path feels unclear. It means sticking to your decision, despite setbacks and failures. When you make a commitment, you're not just making a promise to others or to the world, you're making a promise to yourself. It's an act of self-respect. It's acknowledging that you are worth the effort and that your goals are worth fighting for. Commitment is a choice to keep going even when the journey is long and difficult. It's about developing the mental toughness to persevere and the belief that with persistence, every challenge can be overcome. It's this level of dedication that leads to breakthroughs and allows you to achieve things you once thought were impossible. Success is not an accident or a one-time stroke of luck. It is the result of consistent action taken over time. It's easy to look at someone who has achieved great things and think they were somehow lucky or naturally gifted. But behind every successful person is a long history of small, everyday actions that accumulated over time to create massive results. Success is built on consistency. It's about showing up day in and day out, doing the work, no matter how mundane or challenging it may seem at times. The key to success is in your ability to maintain momentum. It's not about making big leaps every day or waiting for the perfect moment to act. It's about taking one step after another, even when progress seems slow. Small, consistent actions compound and create exponential growth. A single effort might seem insignificant, but when repeated regularly, it leads to breakthroughs that wouldn't be possible otherwise. Consistency also builds discipline. The more you take action, the more ingrained those actions become in your daily routine, until they become habits that drive you forward even when motivation wanes. Success, therefore, isn't about waiting for inspiration to strike. It's about deciding to take action even when you don't feel like it and making that decision every day. It's about trusting the process and knowing that your continued effort, no matter how small, will eventually pay off. Mistakes are an inevitable part of the journey to success. The key isn't avoiding them, but how you respond when they occur. Too many people get stuck in their mistakes, allowing regret and self-doubt to control them. They spend valuable energy dwelling on what went wrong instead of learning from it and moving forward. The most successful individuals, however, view mistakes as stepping stones, not setbacks. They understand that every failure holds a valuable lesson that can propel them toward their ultimate goals. When you make a mistake, instead of focusing on the negative emotions that come with it, shift your focus to the lesson it offers. What can you do differently next time? What is the insight that can help you grow and improve? Mistakes offer feedback on what doesn't work, but they also reveal areas for improvement, giving you the opportunity to fine-tune your approach. The problem isn't the mistake itself, it's the emotional attachment to it. The longer you linger on past errors, the harder it becomes to see the opportunities for growth. The ability to learn from mistakes comes from embracing them, not avoiding them. The more you can reframe failure as a learning experience, the faster you can adjust and keep moving forward. Remember, failure is not the end of the road, it's simply part of the process. Every successful person has faced setbacks, but what sets them apart is their ability to extract wisdom from those experiences and use it to fuel their next step. Positive habits are the building blocks of a successful and fulfilling life. While goals and aspirations are important, it's the daily actions we take that ultimately shape our future. Habits are powerful because they operate on autopilot, reducing the mental energy needed to make decisions and allowing us to focus on what truly matters. When we develop positive habits, we're not only improving the quality of our days, but we're also setting ourselves up for long-term success. The power of positive habits lies in their ability to compound. Small, consistent actions repeated over time lead to massive results. Whether it's waking up early, exercising regularly, reading daily, or practicing gratitude, these habits may seem insignificant at first, but over weeks, months, or years, they create profound change. It's in the accumulation of these small actions that transformation happens. Positive habits also help us maintain consistency, which is essential for success. Motivation can fluctuate and obstacles will inevitably arise, but habits keep us on track. When something becomes a habit, it no longer feels like a chore, it becomes a part of our identity, something we do without thinking. It removes the friction of willpower and makes progress feel effortless. Incorporating positive habits into your life doesn't require drastic changes overnight. It's about making small adjustments and focusing on what you can do today to build a better tomorrow. The more positive habits you cultivate, the more they will become the foundation for your growth, leading you toward the life you desire. The decisions you make today are the architects of your future. Every choice, no matter how small it seems, is a thread in the fabric of your life. When you decide to take action, to push forward, or to change your mindset, you are laying the groundwork for your future self. It's easy to think that the future will just happen to you, but the reality is that your present decisions are actively shaping it. What you choose now determines the opportunities, challenges, and experiences that will unfold in your life down the road. Think about where you want to be in a year, 5 years, or 10 years. Your future will not magically appear as you hope, but will instead be built from the choices you make each day. Whether you decide to invest in your education, nurture your relationships, take care of your health, or pursue your passions, each decision is a step toward the life you envision. The habits you build, the actions you take, and even the mindset you cultivate today create the momentum for your future success. On the flip side, procrastination, indecision, or inaction can just as easily lead to a future you didn't plan for. If you put off making decisions or avoid making changes, you're letting time slip away without moving closer to your goals. Every day is an opportunity to shape your future, and it's the decisions you make now that determine what's possible for you tomorrow. The life you want is created in the choices you make today. Remember, your life is not determined by fate or circumstances, it is determined by the decisions you make. Each choice, each action you take today is carving out the future you will live. You have the power to change, to grow, and to shape your destiny with every decision you make. The key is to stop waiting for the right moment and start making decisions with purpose, confidence, and commitment. Don't let fear, doubt, or past mistakes hold you back. Embrace the power within you. Take full responsibility and move forward with consistent action. Your future is in your hands, and the time to act is now. So choose wisely, act boldly, and watch as your decisions transform your life into something extraordinary.